Also joining us now, presidential political strategist Dick Morris. Dick, what message do you think he will take down to Georgia?
Well, first of all, let's look at the fact that in Georgia, the Democrats got 700,000 more votes in 20 than they got in 16. But the Republicans got only 400,000 more votes, one of the clearest indications of ballot stuffing. Somehow the Democratic vote went from 1.8 million for Hillary to 2.5 million for Biden, while Trump got 2.1 and 2.5 respectively. So he's got a very good case there about ballot stuffing. He also has a very good case about the Dominion software rigging the election. But the big thing that I hope he stresses in Georgia is that they're about to do it to us again. On January 5th, there is a Senate runoff for 2 senators. If we lose those, we lose control of the Senate. And yet the exact same voting system, the exact same procedures, the exact same everything is going to be rolled out in Georgia. So on my website, dickmorris.com, I have the names, addresses, and email and phone numbers of the legislative leaders and the governors, all Republicans, and urge you to call them. And the specific request is that they fire Dominion, do this counting by hand, that they override the consent decree they signed with the Democratic Party and verify all signatures, that within 4 days of the election, they provide each party with a list of those who voted, and they then have a week to file objections. And that if this takes longer than the January 5th deadline, that they leave the 2 Republican incumbents in office until the new senators are selected. That's all within the power of the legislature.
All right, well, okay, Dick, you just answered my question, because that's an awful lot to get done in the span of, we've got, what, 1 month. Today is December 4th. The runoff is on January 5th. I mean, that's an awful lot to get done if the president does go down on Saturday in Valdosta and say the same thing will happen again to voters.
Yeah, but it's not that hard. First of all, they're supposed to have a paper ballot backup for the Dominion system anyway. The question is they didn't do it this time. Do it now. As to signature verification, the signatures are coming in on the envelope, and you can verify them. It's not a question of something you have to do that you can't do on election day. And in terms of the validity of the ballots, this all can be checked anyway. And further, if the legislature can't do it by January 5th, or the Secretary of State can't implement it, so what? Leave the 2 Republicans in there and change senators in a week or 2 later if you have to. Otherwise, don't.
So you think the president will tell people to go out and vote, because there have been people like Lin Wood, Sidney Powell, who are upset with the system, saying don't vote until it's fixed. But that goes against the interest of a lot of people that want the Republican candidates to win.
That's totally crazy. You have to vote, and they have to vote in large numbers. And you have to vote in more numbers than you did in the election itself. If we lose the U.S. Senate, we lose those 2 seats, they're going to pack the Supreme Court with 4 new judges. They're going to eliminate the 60-vote requirement for passing a law. Senate will become a rubber stamp like the House. They will admit Puerto Rico and D.C. as states, packing the Senate with 4 new Democrats and adding 9 new congressmen to the House, and they'll raise taxes at will. That is too big a price to pay.
Yeah, well, at this point, we do know that the president has also filed suit in Georgia, so we'll see what happens with that.
Yeah. Dick Morris, thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
And remember, you can get Dick's up-to-the-minute news by going to dickmorris.com. And he had that other information he was talking about also, and you could subscribe free.